My spirit animal is the vulture.
I don't know anything about the vulture.
I'll tell you a couple things about it. Why it's my spirit animal. This little fast.
Phil Phails for you.
Are we already recording?
I mean, everything's on.
Oh.
So yes, we are. A vulture can eat carcasses, and it eats dead things. It's a scavenger, and it has a constitution. It's a digestive tract that's able to withstand a lot of disease, a lot of like toxic stuff. Mm-hmm. And I like the vulture for my spirit animal because it's able to turn that toxic stuff into nutrients. And I think for ADH folks, we get a lot of negative social cues and a lot of like pushback and a lot of, requests to change or to be something different. Mm-hmm. Not as much acceptance as you would want.
Yeah.
And so a vulture can take all of that and turn it into something positive. So I mentioned the vulture in relationship to this because it's food, right? Even though this group is not perfect, even though this group is like doing things, that's humans. Humans gonna human no matter where they are. Mm-hmm. So that's that group of humans doing it. So if I stay in that group of humans doing it and have like good discernment around it, notice it, recognize it, and then be with it, it can be helpful. Mm-hmm. So I don't necessarily have to leave it unless they're like, I think they did some gaslighty things, but recognizing that and being like, yeah, you can be that way. That's humans. Humans do that. Mm-hmm. I think gaslighting is another word for attempting to influence people or to provide a frame that's more beneficial for the other person, right? It's the frame I want you to have, while probably not acknowledging the frame that someone's sharing. This is my experience. Wait, your experience is this. Your experience is that. I don't know.
But don't you think that like every situation could be framed in that way? And so like from maybe a friendship that isn't really healthy, but it's food, to a job, to a living situation. Okay. So if you look at your life and you think of like this, I'm going to a group because I want new behaviors, new ways of being. And I want like the group's purpose is to kind of like reflect things and call you out on things and right. And then hopefully with calling you out, like redirecting to something that feels healthier or something that feels right. So in that sense, it's like you could apply that frame or that lens or that filter to every aspect of your life. So then wouldn't you want some aspects of your life to be feeding you in a non-toxic way? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And so I think for me, it comes down to, it's like, what is the purpose of this thing? If the purpose of my relationship is to feel loved and nurtured and to have an equitable give and take, right?
Right.
And the person is not doing that, it's toxic in that way, then it's like, okay, well then I extract myself.
Yeah. I think,
so if the group is, it's like, what is the purpose of the group?
right. What is the outcome that I'm looking for? Man, this is a place where spiritual bypassing can really like bite you in the butt, right? Accepting what is, loving what is, all of that type of stuff, instead of saying like, what is my purpose for being here? What is the outcome that I want from this exchange, from this relationship? It's really easy if I said like, I want to be a good racquetball player. I say that because my dad played racquetball, and so me and my brothers would sit in the court next to him at the Navy base, and he would play like multiple times a week, and we would just sit there and goof off, and then we started playing. And so I played in my life. If you want to be a good racquetball player, You want to be around other good racquetball players.
Right.
People that are better than you.
Right.
So that you can learn techniques and skills and strategies to improve at racquetball.
Right.
So then I think, well, what is my purpose for going here? I want to improve. I want to get better. I want to, grow. So then you say, well, are these people good racquetball players? Or are they bad racquetball players? And then it's not, it's not about spirituality or loving what is. It's about, is what is serving me? Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Is what is serving me. And maybe the lesson is healthy extraction. How do you get out in a responsible, thoughtful way and recognize when it's that way? Yeah. Ooh, I want to read a poem at the beginning. This poem is called, I don't want that one. I want just a place. There it is. Boom. It's called An Invitation to Brave Space by Mickey Scott Bay Jones. I'm not related to Mickey. An invitation to brave space, which I think these interviews can be. This space, just like talking, sharing openly, honestly, vulnerably, all that stuff. Here's how it goes. Together we will create brave space, because there's no such thing as a safe space. We exist in the real world. We all carry scars and have all caused wounds. In this space, we seek to turn down the volume of the outside world. We amplify the voices that fight to be heard elsewhere. We call for each other to more truth and love. We have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow. We have the responsibility to examine what we think we know. We will not be perfect. This space will not be perfect. It will not always be what we wish it to be, but it will be our brave space together, and we will work on it side by side. I like that.
I like it too. Who is that?
Mickey Scott Bay Jones. Okay. I can send it to you if you like it. I like it. It's like encapsulates the messiness of all this. And I like the idea of turning down the volume of the outside world and questioning what we know, what we think we know.
I like how it says there's no safe space. There's only brave spaces.
Brave space, yeah. It's true. Palo Santo. A little Palo Santo. Do you like the smell of Palo Santo?
Sometimes.
Today?
Let's see.
Is this a Palo Santo day?
Yeah.
Oh.